the show. Now, we were talking about Winchelsea's match just briefly before the break. Now, Bertie, you were there on the weekend and you saw them take on Thompson.
Yep.
How did you see that game play out?
Look, the thing is, everyone's starting to come down with some injuries. The top 3 or 4 teams are starting to come down with injuries, except for Thompson. Thompson had the full team in on the weekend. I won't say except because Nicole Traynor didn't play again. And Nicole is a bit of a worry.
How so?
If Werribee and Thompson play off in the grand final again, if they do, I really do believe that Thompson need Nicole Traynor to play in goals. They only lost to Werribee by 7 goals last time, earlier in the season. Thompson did. And even though Winch only went down by 6 on the weekend, Thompson with a full-strength team is going to be very hard to beat. And I'm sure Belpost Hill got away with a 1-goal win a few weeks ago. But come finals time, with that experience that Thompson have got, it's going to be very hard to beat Thompson. It's going to be very hard to beat them. And I watched Rebecca White and Michelle Bradley on the weekend, and even though Winch had some good defenders, it just went
Playing
too easy
together.
Just too easy. Just
with
getting
some
there
good
too easy.
feeds from
Jeanette Davis,
Jay too, yeah.
you know, in wing attack there. Julia Ladgrove in the centre. They're a very strong team. Very strong team. So they're going to be very hard to beat come finals.
Yep.
So, and as we can see here, we've got some footage of Thompson and Winchelsea on the weekend. So, and Michelle Bradley shot really great on the weekend. She shot fine. So, it's going to be hard to beat.
Yep, she's a very strong player.
She is.
Yeah, so
Tall,
strong hold, yeah.
And, you know, very hard to beat.
Yep.
Most of her goals are shot within 2 or 3 feet of the goal.
That's right. And she, her percentage-wise, I think she was shooting very, very well. She didn't miss very many goals, that's for sure. So.
For what I saw of the game, no, she didn't miss many goals at all. So, yeah.
She actually got a couple of nice goals off the line, like falling out of court, and just flicked them back up. She did 2 at the one end there. Nice. So it's good to watch that too, the skill from her there too. So she's definitely grown a lot with Thompson in the last couple of years. So.
True.
Now, Bertie, the other match that you were at was Belpost Hill against East Geelong.
Yes. And East Geelong, absolutely ravaged by injuries and girls departing. And it's that bad down at East Geelong that Amy Hardiman, their playing coach who normally plays goal defence goalkeeper, was playing goal shooter on the weekend. And she did a good job. She really did. And at the first quarter, East Geelong were leading Belpost Hill. And at half-time, East Geelong was still in front. It's only as the game progressed that Belpost Hill got on top. And, you know, once again, Kim Martin, just unstoppable down there.
Unbelievable, isn't she? Doing exceptionally well.
54 goals she shot. And I think she's the leading goal scorer in A grade at the moment. And it's probably the very first season ever that Kim's actually played a full season in A grade. Normally she's had state duties or been off at the Australian Institute of Sport. And she's missed, 3 or 4, 5 weeks during the season. But this season, she's just played every game, and that reflects in Belpost Hill's fortunes, I think.
And obviously she's physically a great presence on the court, but mentally, do you think that gives the players a bit more momentum, a bit more encouragement when she takes onto the court every week?
Look, absolutely. Her leadership on the court, every week she's shooting the majority of their goals. And even against Thompson a few weeks ago, she shot 37 goals at 98%.
Wow.
And that's most of those goals were shot against Sonia. And Sonia's no slouch in defence. But Kim, she's just got that extra couple of inches on everyone, and she can shoot pretty much anywhere in the circle and hit them. So it's going to be very tough to beat them. And look, they've beaten Thompson, and not many teams can say that they've beaten Thompson during the season. So I think heading into finals, and we're only a couple of weeks away now, Belpost Hill sitting third on the ladder at the moment. They're looking okay at the moment. They're just sitting pretty and
looking very good.
Get their double chance. So we'll have to wait and see as we head closer to the final series what happens. I know that Belpost Hill are going to be missing a couple of girls for the last couple of games of the year. The Samoan girls have got national duties, so they'll be missing. So
how will they go without those two out?
Well, Belpost Hill's run home isn't so bad. They've only got not many. They haven't got really the hard teams.
There's me.
There's you. Oh my God, Flick, Get off the TV. They've got Anarchy last round. They've got Geelong West second last round. And then they've got Corio. A couple of weeks from now, that'll be a good game. And see what happens there. So...
Now, a bit of an upset last weekend. Bannockburn defeating Anarchy. Now, I don't think we tipped that, did we, last week?
Bannockburn defeating Anarchy. What is going on there?
Well, I don't know.
First of all, Bannockburn lose to Geelong West. And now they come out and beat Anarchy.
Yep.
If they were a horse, they'd be swabbed. Seriously. They'd be swabbed. They'd be, what's going on down there? But...
Obviously, they really wanted it. They wanted to win. Obviously, they had some fighting power and they just came out roaring. So
maybe Deb Barclay down there at Bannockburn, she's putting something in the drink bottles. I'm not sure, but
it's worked.
We'll have to get on the show and ask her.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, look, great win by Bannockburn.
Yeah, good to see them with a win.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially after them losing to West Geelong, they would have been disappointed after that game.
Yeah.
So coming out and beating Anarchy, yeah, nice win. Absolutely.
And North Geelong did have a massive win over West Geelong. I was hoping West Geelong would take or decrease the margin a bit there, but no, a big win for North Geelong.
Yeah, no, good win, good win. Julie Cotter there standing up again, shooting a lot of their goals. Brookie Young shot 20 goals for him on the weekend as well. So, good shooting by Brooke there as well. And, North Geelong always going to be tough to beat. Doesn't matter, and I know, in the past, you've really got to bring your A game to beat North Geelong because on the day, they can hurt anyone. Sylvia Luxo there, Lauren Birch. They're very tough to beat. So look, North Geelong sitting fifth, I think, on the ladder at the moment.
Yep.
In the A grade. So
and 68 goals on the weekend. Even you'd be proud of that, Birdie.
Yeah, yeah. At North Geelong, I mean. Look, good shooting by North Geelong, and they're looking for a bit of percentage too to try and stay in that fifth spot on the ladder.
All right, we'll be back after a very quick break for the rest of the day.